Hey everybody, selling my 2012 GMC Savana. Just want to do a quick little walk around to answer some common questions. I'm going to try to make this quick. So it's a 2012 GMC Savana 1500 all-wheel drive. It has a 5.3 V8 liter 5.3 liter V8 engine. Started out its life as an Explorer conversion van, so it had, in my opinion, a pretty ugly body kit on it. I took that off and took it to Shadow Enterprises in Kalispell to get a rhino lined rocker panel on it, and I tried taking a stab at rhino lining the bumpers, and I guess it pays to go to a professional because my job is already kind of starting to peel, so that might need to be redone if you care about it in the future. More on the exterior, got some Vantech USA roof racks. They're pretty noisy in the wind when there's nothing strapped down to them, but once you have like a ladder or paddle boards up there, there's a lot less vibration. Also on the exterior, some Method Race wheels and backcountry AT2 tires. These are relatively new, so pretty good tread left on there. Of course, it is an all-wheel drive with StabiliTrak. Handles really great in the snow. All right, so let's take a look. The cockpit, relatively clean interior. This was a conversion van, so it kind of has the nice leather trim, leather seats. You know, it's a 2012, so it's a little dirty in spots, especially like the driver's armrest. Not too much cracking or anything on the leather seats though. Completely, you know, everything is power in here, and that all works. The only thing that's not working is the heated seats, so your butt's going to be a little cold in the winter if you don't want to get that fixed. Anyway, moving in here, pretty basic infotainment center, no Bluetooth. GPS doesn't work. OnStar also doesn't function, but you can turn this on really quick and give you an idea of what it does have. So you got AM, FM, XM if you want to pay for a subscription. I have not even tried the disc function, so not sure if the CD player is working or not. And aux, usually, you know, I just plug a little Bluetooth adapter in there and have music on the phone that way. What else here? Pretty basic cruise control, automatic lights. That's really about it. This is the control for the rear heat and AC. And of course you have front heat and AC as well. None of this works. This was a conversion van, so I have a bunch of fancy lights up there, and so that is just kind of just a placeholder there. And also these lights are no longer working since the conversion van fuse box came out. Anyway, moving on to the back, this is kind of the current status of this van. There is a nice laminate floor for kind of the middle area, and then once you get to the back, there's a decked cargo slide for the rear. It's pretty basic, full-size bed frame right now, just some 1x4 wooden slats. And this will fit a full-size bed or sheet goods. Then there's two little cubbies on the side. This is, you know, kind of all just half built, since it was, you know, partly a work van and partly a weekend camper van. So it's not super polished in here. You know, we got the roof in and some side pieces, but it still needs to be trimmed out in places. You see some bare metal here. If you want like a nice looking camper van, it's still going to need some trim, you know, around the windows, covering up this stuff. Probably the front. This is the front storage cubby. And then there's also a rear storage cubby back there that will need to be trimmed out if you want like a very nice looking camper van. Got some really basic door panels on here right now just to cover up the doors, and you know, do have some panels to cover up the door handles, just haven't got around to putting those on yet. And we can check out the back really quick. Pretty much the same view as we just had. Rear heat and AC. These tubes, yeah, I mean, it still works, but these tubes are just kind of free flowing right now. Since I was originally planning on taking out this cargo glide system and putting something else in if it was going to remain a camper van. This really works best if the bed frame isn't in place. It takes up quite a bit of height off the floor of the van, and so with this bed frame in place, you just don't really have a lot of clearance if you're wanting to haul totes or big stuff. Originally I had a higher bed frame that you could easily store regular totes on the decked slide, but then you kind of run into a headroom issue. So if you're going to be using this as a cargo van and want that, you know, that easy slide out storage, then you might just want to take out the bed frame and run this. If you want to use this mostly as a camper van, it might be better to, you know, take out the deck system, replace this with something else. Or, you know, this still does an okay job of storing camp chairs, stove, some low profile totes, and sort of that thing. Anyway, that's the back. Kind of went over most of the interior. Paint is in pretty good shape overall. However, there's still some, you know, glue from the old body kit, some glue residue. Oh, and also this light, the tab that holds it in place, just broke off on our last trip. So right now, the only thing that's holding it is just some clear tape. Don't really have any plans on replacing that before selling it because, yeah, I don't know, it doesn't bother me, but you know, maybe I'll knock something off the price if that bothers you. I guess one more thing we can do is pop open the hood here. Pardon the dust, we were just at the North Fort the other day, so you know that road is a little dusty. Fairly new battery, so that's good. It's slated for an oil change, so that'll be done before anybody buys it. But yeah, not much to see here. Everything's in pretty good mechanical order. I've been taking it to Don K and Columbia Falls Auto Clinic, and they've said it's a pretty solid van. So anyway, that's this 2012 GMC Savana 1500 all-wheel drive. If you have any questions, you know where to reach me.